Hello,
Hello.
nice to meet you guys.
Hi, Mr. Go. How are you doing?
Fantastic. It's the morning here in Canada.
We're so thankful and we appreciate your effort. You're spending your time. So we are actually calling you from Istanbul, Turkey. And right now you have two of my students, Alper Khan and Melissa. And we have our one of the teachers, İrem Hocam. So right now we're organizing a career day. And we would like you to actually inspire our students. So my students have got a couple of questions for you. And İrem
Great.
Hocam would like to say hi too before we start.
Okay. Hello, Mr. Steven. My name is İrem. I am the psychological counselor in our school. First of all, thank you for joining our program despite your busy schedule. Me and my students can't wait to listen to our interview.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you. Pleasure to meet you, everyone.
Evet, Melisa'cığım, if you're ready.
Okay. Hello, we would like to thank you for participating in our Karaoke event. We decided to arrange our traditional karaoke day on this meaningful day. We are going to be it on 8th of March, one day this week.
All right, so let's get to the questions, and so I want to tell you hi to firstly, and let's get for it. Okay, can you tell us about your educational background firstly? We're kind of curious about that.
Great question. My educational background actually wasn't that special. I graduated standard middle school and high school back in South Korea. And
Interesting.
yeah, and then I just found my passion later on after high school. So that's how I just moved to Canada and studied my animation program. And I'm working in animation field.
Oh, great success. What are some of the projects you participated with?
The project when I was a student, frankly speaking to you guys, I wasn't a good student at all. I like to play. I like to play soccer, and I like to socialize, and I feel like now I really cherish the moment. It's very important to also experience many different aspects other than just studying, because experience is actually the key for you guys to know what you really like for the future. So try many different things when you guys are young.
Amazing advice. Thanks for all. Okay, let's get to the second question. All right, when you were in junior high, what was your dream job?
I didn't have a dream at the time. I was too young.
Really?
Young. Yeah, I didn't know what I liked. And I think partially, as I said again, I didn't experience enough, right? And I was luckily found my passion later on when I was in high school. That I went to a theater. I wasn't a movie goer, but I watched a random movie, Iron Man 2008 at the time. And I just realized people drawing for making movies. So that was kind of like eye-opening experience for me, because I didn't know people can make money and get a job by drawing and making awesome movie like that. That's how I started to focus. I need to learn English and draw a lot.
A great story. Thanks for you telling that. And while you were selecting your job, was there anything or anyone like you got influence from? Maybe like your parent, family, or something, or friends?
I have a little bit of gift that I didn't really need a big motivation or influencer. My parents encouraged me to draw. That was, I guess, big thing. But I think when you find your passion, that you really want to do this, I think you become the greatest self-motivator. So find your passion, try many different things, and that is the most important thing, first and foremost.
Passion is the key. I agree with you. All right, let's get to the third question. How did you start your job in this field?
So after high school, I drew a lot. I was really focused. I really wanted to have this job, and I studied English a lot. I mean, I was really bad. You know, I only started to speak English only 6 years ago, and 7 years ago now. And then I just wanted to study animation in Canada, and I worked really hard to make money to come to Canada to study, and then I drew day and night. I loved it, and now I'm working in the animation. So
Wow,
Right.
good effort you given. All right, and what are some skills that are required for this job that you're working in now?
So my job is storyboarding artist, which means we are drawing for how the film would look like before we actually making it. So basically, the director or producer can save their money before they're making their final decision that, okay, I want to invest the money to make this movie. So I think to become a storyboard artist, you need to know how to draw well, obviously. So you can actually draw what you're picturing from your head about the movie that you want to make. And you need to know also how to analyze movies when you watch. Like, for example, whenever you go to theater and watch a movie, you feel the excitement and all the emotional moments from the movie, but you don't really know why, right? Because you're just enjoying it as an audience. But when it comes to professional side, you need to analyze it, like what kind of aspect of filmmaking components that you can actually touch people's hearts. So being able to understand how to make movie and be able to draw, those are the two important skills.
Wow, actually really good. And I want to ask you another question about your job. If you weren't working on this field in your job, what would an alternative career would be for your job now?
I haven't thought about it, and I don't think that'll be the case yet, ever. That's what I'm saying. You need to try many different things when you guys are young, because much more forgiving. And once you decided, if something beats your heartbeat, okay, it makes me excited so much, I want to do this. That's the career path that you need to invest for your entire life, So I haven't thought about it. I don't know. I don't have an answer about it. So
Yeah, I would take care of my hobbies and think about them and just go on the way they show me. All right, and fourth question, what do you like most about your job? The best question.
I think what I like about my job most is it doesn't feel like a work for the most of the time, because you like what you're doing. But sometimes when it comes to professional side, of course, there's a moment for me still, I feel like, oh wow, this is work. But still, to be able to keep the same level of passion for a long time is because I think I truly love what I like, drawing and making movies. So that's the thing. I think I'm pretty happy with my job.
Yeah. Following your passion is a great habit. What are some problems or issues you met at your job or you're meeting now?
Well, I wouldn't say it's a problems, but every job, of course, have a challenge because this is more of not about my job. It's more of how you fitting into the society and then doing your responsibility as a role. And there's a lot of learning curves, how to work with people, and then how to talk with your co-workers and supervisors and directors. And it's just all about learning curve that every job's experiencing. So it's not an issue, just part of the process.
All right, good to hear. What is the secret of your success or your motto, your secret word?
I didn't compromise about what I like to do. For example, my industry, especially to be able to work in the film industry as an artist, Hollywood, North America have big industry, but I was born from South Korea. I could easily just give up and try to find the other way. I'm not saying you need to come to North Korea necessarily for your dream. There are many, many different ways that you can be successful. But my point is here, I didn't compromise about my condition because I wanted to do what I really wanted to do. So I think as long as you believe in yourself and then working really hard and not be discouraged about the process when you're not being good. You know, everyone's starting from not being good. I wasn't good at drawing at all, but I just, you know, try a little bit more than other people. I keep drawing more than other people, and then over time you become professional. That's the terminology, how you become professional. Everyone's starting from the bad, and then you start to become good because you do a little bit more than other people.
Yeah, coincidences sometimes draw future. Great one. Okay, and the last question. As a man, what is your opinion about the importance of women working in this field?
Very important. Very, very important. Especially good news about animation though. We are raising lots of voice over the past years that, you know, about the job equality and for raising the woman's right. And animation has been very outspoken about that. So when you actually see the trend of animation industry in North America, especially, a lot of supervisor roles or you know, important in the vice president role start to be replaced by women, which is very good, you know. So I think it's very promising industry, and then woman definitely is half the population of the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then not being able to use their talent and intellectual contribution to the society is such a waste, you know. So as a man, also we need to encourage them to come to the industry and be able to compete to make the better outcome together, and that is the better world. So you know, I'm really encouraging. Female needs to have a dream and work hard and get a job.
I agree with you. Both genders are equal, and I'm giving the voice to Mr. Liv.
Farkan, Mr. Go, thank you so much for your answers. I think those answers will be a great inspiration for our kids. I mean, as a teacher, I observe a lot of students who draw, just like you said, even in the classroom instead of listening. But I think that might be a great artist coming and raising. So thank you very much. Do you have another offer or like suggestion for our students who are really interested in drawing?
I think when you draw, and then when you have a parents who don't really see the possibility of how you're going to get a job with drawings, they might, you know, not that I'm saying they're not nice to you, they just can't see the possibility, so they just want to probably persuade you to change to other interests or something like that. But if you really want and want to become an artist and working in the industry, there are lots of samples out there. You should just search, Google it, and you can easily show how many awesome people out there making many magical movies. You know, so Alper, like, do you like Marvel movie? Do you like hero movies?
Yes,
Yeah?
I'm a huge fan of that.
Well, I worked on it. So, you know, like those kind of stuff is good example, you know, if you know, I think being able to present your passion to your parents for getting a support is also part of your responsibility too. You know, showing them that how passionate you are. So it's really easy. It's just like search and how artists, you know, doing outside of Turkey and show them. And then this is the whole reason that why you guys are learning different languages too. English definitely open more opportunity for you guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Cool.
All right, İrem Hocam, for the closing, I think we're pretty thankful. But İrem Hocam, you can make the closing. Alper Kağan, Melisa, thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You guys are adorable.
You're welcome.
They're my students.
Oh yeah. Oh. they're very, very great. Okay.
O zaman, guys, I think we need to just finish it up here. Mr. Go, thank you so much. I hope to see you in the future again with another
Thank you
project.
so much. Have
Take
a
care.
great
Nice
day,
to
guys.
meet you.
Bye.
Thank you
Thanks for
for
the
your
advice.
participation.
Bye bye.